Artificial intelligence updates every Friday. Today is Friday, July 11th, and a lot of updates as usual. So the theme is vibe, everything vibe. We've heard about vibe coding, but also vibe browsing, vibe drawing, vibe writing, vibe music making, anything via prompting. So first, let's go to crowdsource LM Arena leaderboard. We don't have the latest Grok 4 benchmarks as part of the leaderboard, although of course you can visit this website and you will see all kind of benchmarks showing how Grok 4 is very good, although not very fast, as you can see here, and definitely not very cheap. So it is like Claude Sonnet as far as pricing, but benchmarks are pretty good. We will need another week to accumulate real life information and comparisons of using Grok. So the text is about where it was before. For chats, you see it's Gemini 2.4 Pro, followed by OpenAI, which are yellow, followed by Claude, and so on. And for web development, well, it's about the same thing. You see Gemini and DeepSeek on the top, followed by Claude, Gemini, and so on. I really love Claude. That's what I use most of the time. Okay, next, information about Grok 4. Well, it was a lot of discussions. So first of all, there was announcement. So there was this video which you can watch. There are multiple people who provide it on their channels. So they claim that they achieved PhD level competency across all academic disciplines, perfect 100% SAT scores, reasoning capabilities that exceeds human levels, a lot of training, literally 100 times more compute than Grok 2. And the training was in two phases, focused on pre-training and then focused on post-training reinforcement learning. Did very good on humanities last exam and many other tests, much better in reasoning than competition. So there are several versions of the model. One is a single agent version, and Grok 4 Heavy is a multi-agent where you have several parallel agents share insights and collaborate. Context window, there may be 128K and 256K. So when you use API, it is 256K. It accesses Twitter, which is X, in real time. So that's it was trained to do this. Advanced tool use, trained during development. Rumored the size of the model is 2.4 tera parameters. So in comparison, the largest model before was Claude Opus, which was also more than 2 tera parameters. So Grok is available via Grok website, iOS, Android apps. It is also integrated in X, formerly Twitter, and accessible via API for developers and businesses, right? So this is Artificial Analysis Intelligence Index. I was showing you this website. So Grok is 73 as compared with other models which are all lower. So there are plans to integrate with Tesla and SpaceX simulations, Optimus robots. This model is weak on multimodal features, and they are planning to add them in the next several months. But even at image understanding, it's pretty good, pretty bad. So in August, they promised that they will provide a specialized model for coding. So I don't know how good current this new model for coding, but let's wait for August. September multimodal, October video. These are the plans. Foundation model V7 in training. So it's yet another model which nobody have seen yet, but it will have improved video features. Real world testing, business game development, biomed research, and so on. So the pricing, in and output tokens. In meaning this your prompt is like a $3 per token, and the response from the model is $15 per token. So this is same as Claude for Sonnet. Subscriptions. There are $30 a month subscription, and there are Super Grok Heavy for $300 a month. Heavy means what we were talking about here, multi-agent parallel execution. Okay. Next is how you can use from your Python. So this is example of simple chat, and this is example of streaming, and these are some links where you can read documentation and examples how to do it. Next, updates. HuggingFace SmolLM3. Or SmolLM3. So it's a really small 3 billion parameter models, open because it's in Hugging Face, multilingual, long context, pretty good. Like it's open, instruct model, think, no think modes, supports 6 languages. And yeah, it is here on this diagram of model size and performance, so which is win rate. So yeah, this is pretty good. Now this story, the next story is interesting. So Meta has poached 2 high-level people, and they actually had their own fund, which is 1.5 billion fund, which Meta also bought. So the 2 people are Ned Friedman, former CEO of GitHub, and Daniel Gross, formerly partner at Y Combinator. And yeah, so interesting. Meta is spending a lot of money on acquiring people. Energy-based transformers, EBTs. Generalizable reasoning system to thinking, first approach to outscale feed-forward transformers. EBTs can think over every single prediction being made. It has every token in language modeling and tend to generalize better than existing models. So this is the GitHub repo. It's an open project, and well, I don't know about practical cases yet. Search AI raising 1 billion at 15 billion valuation. Search AI, competitor to Scale AI. Scale AI was acquired mostly by Meta for like $14 billion. What they do, they label data for training, right? So Search AI is like a second in size or maybe comparable. And you see they're also growing, raising a lot of money. Reporting more than billion revenue and preparing its first capital raise. As Scale AI losing key clients like Google, OpenAI, because now Scale AI belongs to Meta, so Google and OpenAI don't want to cooperate because they're competitors. So now Search is positioned to get these big clients and make good money. Search AI was founded 5 years ago by ex-Google Meta engineer Edwin Chen. This is his photograph, a former engineer at Google, Meta, Facebook, and Twitter. The company is headquartered in San Francisco, California, and has quickly become a major player in the AI data infrastructure space. Next, AI models requiring 10 plus million to train now launched twice per month. This just shows how fast the changes happen. And it was like in 2017, only 2 AI models used more than whatever 10 to 23rd power floating point operations for training. 24 jumped 100 times. So anyway, so there is a lot of new development. Kimi-Researcher, autonomous research agent by a company called Moonshot AI in China, outperforms both OpenAI Deep Research and Gemini 2.5 Pro. So this is a deep research model coming from China. Next is, yeah, shameless plug to my channel. Please subscribe. It really would help our channel. Next, Meta has restructured its AI organization. So Meta had FAIR, which is Facebook AI Research, and it still exists. It's a small, prestigious lab focused on fundamental AI research, associated, of course, with Yann LeCun, its leader. But now they created a new organization called MSL, Meta Superintelligence Labs, which does everything else. It consolidates all major AI efforts, including Gen AI, Llama models, large-scale model training, applied AI development, led by Alexander Wang, former CEO of Scale AI, which we mentioned today, and Nat Friedman, former CEO of GitHub. So Meta recruited more than 11 top experts from OpenAI, DeepMind, and Anthropic. Stop using cursor, a guide. So this is a very interesting video which explains why you should stop using cursor. Cursor recently, there was a big scandal because they changed their pricing structure and suddenly people realized that they have to pay a lot of money for cursor. And of course, things changed in the last 2 years. There are now many alternatives. Some of them are free, and many people started leaving cursor and use other services. Anthropic Claude Code in VSCode and PyCharm. So in June last month, Anthropic has released the Claude Code available in terminal, and you now have assistants in both VS Code and in PyCharm. Well, in PyCharm it's called plugin. But anyway, for VS Code, you need to install Claude Code separately by like npm install. For PyCharm, you don't have to install anything separately. You just grab it from a plugin market space from inside PyCharm. And yeah, and people are giving raving reviews. I'm still using Cline, but I'm really considering to start using Claude Code to see. Well, Claude Code is a new thing, right? So they added it. It was last month, so they have like 100,000 downloads, whereas Cline has like 1.5 million downloads. A lot of experience. Claude writes that Claude Code is new, so it may be buggy, whereas Cline was battle tested for a long time. So, well, it's your choice. Gemini Nano in Chrome browser. So this is not the only model, but now it's available in Chrome browser. Well, you still have to click something to make it start working, but it is there. It is in the browser. So next. What's next? Oh, small room temperature quantum computers that use light. So this is a new development. This is an article in Nature. And yeah, apparently now it is a reality. You can have light-based chips. Next, deep software engineering or open source reinforcement learning coding agent from Together AI. Well, Together AI makes things for enterprise, and now they released DeepSWE, software engineer, a fully open source coding agent trained with reinforcement learning on Qwen 332B foundation model, achieving good results, leads among open source weight models, available full training stack. So this is great. DeepSeek R1T2 Chimera by TNG. So this is a German-based company, and what they did, they created open sourced under MIT, which is very permissive on Hugging Face. It is fast. It has faster, smarter reasoning, and what they did, they merged R1 from DeepSeek, right, and another R1, achieving 200% faster speed and improved output, compactness, and benchmark performance. Okay, so this is great. Next, how to add long-term memory to your Gemini 2.5 chatbot using Gemini API and Mem0. So Mem0, it's an open source project to handle memory, the memory layer for personalized AI. And this article shows how you can do it with Gem 2.5 for your purposes. Next, Baidu, the huge Chinese company, launches AI video generator. So this is a Reuters announcement. Next, Perplexity launches 200 a month max plan. Everybody now launches big expensive plan like 200, and Grok just announced 300 a month plan. with unlimited access to frontier models. I really like Perplexity. I'm paying $200 a month, not $200, $20 a month. And it's really useful for life. Like if you want to buy something, repair something, find your rights or whatever, you absolutely should not trust it completely, even if it provides links and it looks like it's absolutely trustworthy. Don't trust it. Always double check, but mostly it's good. Next, Tencent Hunyuan3D-2.1 to generate 3D images, meaning here it's not like physical objects it generates representation in the computer. Open source, fully released weights and training code, physics-based rendering, photorealistic materials. So yeah, this is great. Next, data industry consolidating. Databricks buying Neon for 1 billion and Salesforce buying Informatica for 8 billion. I don't like Informatica. I was trained in it, I used it, I worked with it, I hate it, but whatever. Salesforce is buying Informatica for $8 billion. Well, good for them. Company Holo1 open source action model. Powers Surfer H web browsing agent, which has top position on web Voyager benchmark. So you can automate multi-step browser workflows with SOTA accuracy outperforming OpenAI Operator, Gemini Flash, and so on. Integrate with RAG workflows, RPA automation suites, and multi-agent hubs. Typical costs like low, and yeah, so this is it. Cursor pricing scandal, which I just mentioned. Cursor has switched from 500 requests per month to a token-based model and effectively increased the price. Many customers are canceling, migrating to Claude Code and other alternatives. Character.AI real-time video generation. So very cute. So this is the blog which shows what it is. Next, Orchids. Build beautiful apps and websites with AI, no code required. So this is the website where you can go and prompt it to create beautiful designs. Really something. Oh, here, Meta poaches roaming Pang, Apple head of AI models, and the deal includes actually more than 200 million payment to this person spread over several years. So it's like signing bonus. Wow, like 200 million. OpenAI is also poaching top talent from Tesla, XAI, and Meta. So they're stealing people from each other and paying a lot of money. Claude Neptune, well, it's not out yet and nobody knows exactly what it is. It may be the next version of Claude model, maybe something else. It's known to have advanced mathematical reasoning, but it's not just for math. It's like a generic model. Next, NVIDIA becomes first company to hit 4 trillion valuation. So this is actually from Google, and you see proudly 4 trillion. And you see this 5-year chart of how NVIDIA price was growing. Katanemo Labs 1.5 billion router model achieves 93% accuracy, designed to intelligently map user queries to most suitable LLMs. So what people do, depending on the query, they route the request, the prompt, to a different model, right? For most of requests, you don't need an expensive model, but for some of them, you want to do it. So this is a way to make the overall cost go down. Very important to have this quality router. And Katanemo Labs provide a very small, very fast, and very accurate router. Now, AI Hallucinations Explained. Here I provide 2 links which go over this. So why AI models hallucinate? But we spoke about it so many times. But the idea is LLM doesn't understand things, right? All it knows is the probabilities of words appearing in given context. So it, given the prompt, it thinks about which word, which actually token will be the most probable going next, and then which token will be most probable after that. That all it knows. It doesn't have knowledge. It only knows probabilities of tokens. And these two videos explain it very well. Next, Perplexity Comet AI-powered browser. So so they're releasing. It will be only at first released to people who are paying $200 a month, which are called max subscribers. And and it's AI first, AI driven browser. New experience. Gemini CLI to rename images. I found this a very good use case. So Gemini CLI, so it works in your terminal, right? So you install it and then you can ask it to write code, or you can issue some commands or do something else. So here you have a lot of files in a directory, and files may have names, like, when you download files from the internet, they may have very strange names which have nothing to do with the contents of the image. So here you say process all images in this folder. For each image, analyze the content and rename it with a descriptive file name with relevant keywords for search engine optimization purposes. Boom. And it will do it. It will rename all files in this directory. Uh, this is great. Yeah. Next, Cluely, invisible real-time help. Yeah, I spoke about it last week, but I want to get a little bit more into it. So it's startup to cheat on everything. Well, not really, because they received $15 million not to cheat, but actually for business use. So it is founded by Roy Lee. So this is this person. Who was suspended from Columbia University for boasting that he used Cluely, which originally was called Interview Coder, to cheat on coding tests when he was applying for developer job at Amazon. So Cluely uses a hidden in-browser window to analyze online conversations. The revenue skyrocketed 7 million in annualized return since it launched a new enterprise product. So they received 15 million Series A from Andreessen Horowitz, and this is a huge investing company and venture capital company, and they know what they're doing. So every single person who has a meeting or an interview is testing this out. Cluely, one of the Silicon Valley most talked startups, offers products that use AI too. Analyze the conversation, deliver real-time notes, which may be helpful to you, provide context, suggest questions to ask. This information appears discreetly on the user screen, invisible to others. On Tuesday, another Columbia University student, Patrick Shen, announced on X that he has built Truly, not Cluely, but Truly, a product designed to help catch cheaters who use Cluely. So marketing itself as anti-Cluely, Truly claims it can detect the use of unauthorized applications, but interviews and other during online meeting. But Roy Lee, the creator, the founder of Cluely, is not shaken by this, because he said that invisibility function is not a core feature of Cluely. It is nifty, but in fact most enterprises opt in to disable it for legal implications. So they use Cluely not for cheating, they use Cluely for real-time helping, providing context, providing advising. Next, AI agents for coding updated. Last week I provided this list, and I put on the top that this list of AI assistants can easily be tripled, but some people under the video said, well, why haven't you include this and that, like Pythagora or RuCode? So I added some more entries here. Next, ARC-AGI-2 Top Scores. So this is the graph from ARC-AGI, and the triangles are ARC-AGI-2, and circles are the original ARC-AGI. So on original ARC-AGI, models learned to achieve higher scores, but on the new one, the version 2, they are still low. So the top public scores on ARC-AGI-2 are currently in the single digits, so they are low. And for solo AI models, Claude Opus 4 is leading, but actually I did it before Grok was released because Grok is beating this. And then goes O3 high. These results are based on the official context, blah, blah, blah. Sakana A1 AB MSTS, a new inference time scaling algorithm that combines multiple models, including ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek, using adaptive search strategy. In their experiments, they achieved over 30% success. But yeah, so you see even more possible. Next. Oh, I love this article. So this is a link which explains how to create effective prompt. So what usually people do, they just write what they want model to do, try to do it detailed, try to do it explicit, to avoid confusion, right? But there is a more like maybe better in certain situations approach. So this is the prompt. Like all these three boxes together contain a prompt which describes a method which is called 4D. Deconstruct, diagnose, develop, and deliver. And it tells model how to approach the question and how to ask helper questions to understand what user actually want, and then design, create a prompt, and then execute this prompt. So I highly recommend to read this article. Next, context engineering. So you've heard about prompt engineering, but the quality of the responses depends on the context, depends on the data, depends on how the model is grounded in true data about the context, right? So it's policy, documents, user memory, tools, prompt, garbage in, garbage out. You need a model to handle with good information. So context engineering, providing right information in the right format at the right time, system instructions, user prompts, short-term memory, long-term memory, retrieved information like databases, RAG, and so on. Available tools to access the functions, the APIs, structured output requirements for agents, long-running tasks, context window. So you see, this is a big area, how you provide good context. And it's actually, of course, more complex than prompt engineering, and it deserves a lot of attention, context engineering. So I wouldn't be surprised to see engineers with specialization in context engineering. Okay, next. Okay, this article is a little bit strange, but what the person explains is there are a lot of tasks. People are still using Windows computers, Windows XP, and using spreadsheets, and they have a lot of manual labor. And this we're talking about big companies, archaic companies, and software as a service approach will not help them. What you need to come investigate what they're doing and help them start using new technologies, using AI. And the good thing is that they have a lot of money, they have a lot of processes which need automation, and you can make good money with this approach. And yeah, so this article goes step by step how you approach it, working with big companies. Next, AI accelerates longevity research. Well, this coming from Peter Diamandis, who I love and highly recommend. And what he's talking about is that in longevity research, using AI helps tremendously, and it speeds up this research and speeds up drug development. So yeah, I'll just skip that, but I didn't realize how effective AI can be for biomedical research and longevity research. Next, AI in medical diagnostics. So there are multiple applications, models, systems, frameworks, specialized tools. AWS, for example, provides a lot of tools. Microsoft just published Microsoft MAI DXO. So it's a new AI tool that outperforms doctors in diagnosing complex medical cases. Well, it's not available to the public yet. So the range is from apps on your smartphone to some specialized systems which you can use. Google MedGemma 27B. They just updated it, and it is open source, so you can use it. And it can analyze everything from chest X-ray to skin conditions. It has state-of-the-art accuracy, and yeah, and it's open source. So this is example. If you can run Python script, download it, run it with a llama. I don't know. You have a very powerful diagnostician on your laptop. So there are many options to consider for medical purposes. Next, oh, I love that. So several years ago, somebody asked me, well, how can I harvest names of people, like, for example, certain executives on LinkedIn? And the problem is you either can do it manually, which is very, very, very time consuming, or you can try to do it with some automation, but LinkedIn filters and blocks you if you try to do that. But here is another approach. So this rtrvr.ai, this is a browser extension. So you can install it in your browser and you can communicate it with the prompt, and it will log in into LinkedIn using your login and bypassing all CAPTCHA or whatever, and then it will do whatever you program it to do. So, for example, if you want to harvest leads from LinkedIn, it will do it. Or it can do a lot of stuff, and then it can create reports, and it can write it in Google Docs or Google Slides. So you can use it for lead generation, research, extract data from local online PDFs, send emails, social messages, schedule recurring tasks, a lot of use cases. And yeah, and it's available already in Chrome. So you can just install it, this extension, and start using it. And for most cases, it will be free. Okay, so this is our job market. So we had a major coming from Microsoft who fired 9,000 people on July 2nd. Oh, here it says. Next, yeah, this is me as usual, and thank you. I want to ask you a favor. Can you please go under the video when it gets published and provide some comments or questions? Anyway, thank you.